Hi, my name is Mariah. This is day 2 of training Pretty Girl. Yesterday we taught her Good Girl, and I kind of worked on it throughout the day randomly. I would just tell her Good Girl and I would give her a treat, or I'd tell her Good Girl while she was laying in her bed and pet her head just to kind of reinforce that good was a positive thing. Today we're going to teach her sit, because it's kind of the foundation of most dog training, because sit really rounds them up, gets them to sit down. They're really looking at you, whether they're doing something bad or they're too excited. If they know sit, it's a really, really great thing to learn. So we're going to, good girl. So we're going to do that today. We're not going to work on the collar anymore, just because I want all of our focus to be on learning a word. Come here. Come here, girl. I do have treats. We're not going to use them all the time, but just in the beginning of dog training for the first 3 or 4 words, I like to use them, and then after that we slowly weed them out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell her Good Girl, and I'm going to tell her sit. And I'm going to let her figure it out. Sit. Sit. I'm just putting a little pressure on her. Good girl! I just put a little pressure. I'm not really pushing her down. I'm just, and I also don't want to say the word sit too many times. I want to wait at least 5 or 6 seconds in between each sit, because if you say sit, sit, she's going to think, okay, we have to say that twice before I actually sit down. So I'm going to get her to stand up again. Pretty girl. Come on. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Yeah, I know. What am I doing? Sit. Come on. Sit. Good girl. Good. Yeah, she's a good girl. She doesn't really know what's happening right now, and that's okay. Okay. Why is this crazy lady making me stand up? Come on. Here. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, sit. Sit. It's okay. Sit. Whoop. Sit. Sit. Good. That's a good girl. Oh yeah, good girl. You a good girl? Sit. Good girl. I could tell that last time she kind of caught on a little bit when she sat down. She realized there was a correlation between the treat and sitting. So that's really great for us. Now, she is an Australian cattle dog. They are a very intelligent breed. So for some of you that have other dogs, it's okay if they don't learn it super fast or if it takes a few days. I just want to encourage you to keep on trying and to keep going. And every dog is different, just like every person. So, pretty girl. Pretty girl. Come on. Come here. Good. Sit. Good girl. That's a good girl. Are you a good girl? You're a good girl. Huh? Okay. Okay. Good. Sit. Good girl. See, she's such a smart dog. Very, very impressive. Now, she doesn't really understand sit right now. She's just understanding that when I sit down, I get a treat. She just knows that the action is what I'm looking for. So we're going to keep doing that, and as I say sit, sit, sit more, it's going to, see, I shouldn't even be saying that right now, but it's going to really get established in her brain. So I'm just going to back her up a little bit. Sit. Good girl. So I probably wouldn't have to say the word right now. I could probably just hold the treat and she'd do it because she knows that's what I want. But I'm going to go ahead and keep saying sit. Come on. Sit. See, she knows that's her word right now. So come on. Huh? You a good girl? So I'm going to pet her for a second, see if I can get her distracted, thinking about something else. Go girl. Okay, come on. Come on. Get up. Up. Okay. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. here's a short clip of me just doing it. I kept doing it for a few more minutes just to make sure she was really established. Something I want you guys to see is that whenever I switched sides and I got her over here versus here, she had no idea what I was doing and no idea what I was talking about. A lot of dogs, they learn stuff on one side. Like if you say shake, they're always going to give you their right paw. And then when you ask for their left paw, they have no idea what they're doing. Or if you tell them to turn around and you always teach them to go right or left, you have to teach them both ways. So that's something else to think about when you're training and you're doing sit or stand or whatever it is you're doing, that you can do it from both sides, left and right, and try it from a few different angles. That way they really are understanding what the word you're trying to tell them is.